The cartoonish Cooney Toon antics of Charleston White is one show that black folks need to cancel.
Man, they got me fucked up. I wouldn't dare vote for no black bitch. Now, listen, I was raised by black women. I got a grandmother, I got black sisters, but I wouldn't dare put no black woman in no motherfucking position of the White House. The commander-in-chief of the military, a black woman. Not only that, a mixed black bitch married to a white man. Her pH balance is way off with that white dick. Man, you can't make me believe. Hell no. Man, Kamala Harris got a white boy. Her pH balance is off and her mental stability got to be off. A hoe would have thrown off pH balance unless she's sneaking and fucking a nigga. Now, if she's sneaking and fucking a nigga, then we might can let her be vice president. But there's no way. America, I'd rather for black people to go back to slavery than let a black woman run this goddamn country. Don't do it. Say, listen, man, I'm against anything with a black woman running shit. Motherfucker, bitch, you get your ass back in that bedroom and in the kitchen. But the White House, America, we can't do this here now. Hell no. Hell no. I'd rather have another motherfucking civil war before we let a bitch run this motherfucker. Got me fucked up. Go back and get Barack, if anything. Find another mixed baby. But don't put no bitch in there.
What up, world? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure you keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG. I appreciate you. Charleston White has become the #1 face of complete ignorance, buffoonery, and coonery in America.
Please leave, man. You hear me? What's your name? LeBron James?
We think that it is hilarious. We find Charleston White to be funny. We find him to have some things to say about a little bit of everything. But what we're not seeing is he's supposed to be helping the kids, and he's helping our kids to become more and more dumb, backwoods, ignorant, completely countrified than ever. Now, there's nothing wrong with being country, but when you country and dumb is where the problem is at.
I recommend prison or the military. I don't recommend college. I believe all black boys coming out of inner city should spend at least 2 years in prison or 4 years in the military. You pick.
Charleston White is country and dumb. Now, let me just explain something to you. He went to college and got his studies up to get his degree. But Charleston White sounds like the most ignorant person you will ever meet in your life. And he says some of the dumbest things you will ever want to say out of your face. We give Charleston White a pass because he directs these things at gangbangers, right? We say, yeah, he's right. Charleston got a point. Charleston this, Charleston that. He's working with the police. Now, I say Charleston White, and I use this word at the risk of getting my channel in trouble. But when I think of someone, when I say coonish, right? I'm just going to be honest. Charleston White is the #1 coonish person I can think of. Not because of he's black and old. See, what people don't realize when they throw these words around, coon, they don't understand what a coon is. Let me explain to you what a coon really is. A coon is a black man doing everything he can to appease white people.
Why you wore that Trump hat in here? Tell me about this Trump hat.
I'm a diehard Trump supporter. In my household, you got Martin Luther King, you got Jesus, and you got Donald Trump.
Wait a minute.
Against his own race. That is what a coon does. Charleston White does not like black people. He has said that on several occasions.
They was out there too late in the Cadillac, nigga. When they leave here, they going to do something. They going to steal something out of somebody's yard. So to prevent that, I dialed 911 to get their ass up out of here. One of them went to jail.
Charleston White has a Make America Great hat on with a Trump support 2024 poster in the back of his wall behind him.
I talked to him. Let me put my goddamn America hat on, Boosie.
Charleston White makes a lot of trouble for black people and then goes to get white people to arrest those black people.
That ain't the last, it won't be the first, and the shine won't be the last. Ben said that. I'm a snitching motherfucker.
Charleston White has said on many occasions he wants to see black males in prison.
I know it's a lot of people say, man, I wouldn't wish jail on my worst enemy. I don't know what kind of person you is. I wish jail on anybody.
He has said he doesn't like his own people. Charleston White saw a successful black woman, and the first thing he decided to call her was a black bitch.
I wouldn't dare vote for no black bitch.
Charleston White has said some of the most degrading things about women, especially black women, and especially black men, that you will ever hear in your life. You have never heard Charleston White saying anything about a white man. You never will. I will wait when you show me the video of Charleston White going off on some white guy. Charleston White hates his people.
Donald Trump would never say such a racist thing.
Charleston White is a joke. Charleston White has on a Confederate flag hat when he does his comedy shows.
Engagements in action, so I can see it.
Charleston White sounds like he is from 1923, and he is dancing, shucking, and jiving for his dinner from his white saviors. Charleston White is 100% a coon. And it was funny at first. For a time, it was funny. But now we're getting real. We're getting dead-ass real. Now, it was funny when it was against King Von, and it wasn't funny when it was against Nipsey. I'm not even going to do that. And it wasn't funny when he talked about George Floyd. It wasn't funny. But it was funny when he had these guys chasing them all around, and he pepper spray them, and this and that and the third. It's not funny anymore. When these kids are laughing themselves into the coonish thoughts of an old ass coon that thinks everything is towards white people and nothing should go towards black people. He hides behind this veil of blackness that he does not have. This dude will spray and shoot up every black dude he can just to get next to them white people. This is who he is. There is no way around it. Those gangbangers that you're talking about, those are sons and daughters. Every gangbanger ain't a bad person. I'm just going to be honest. Maybe I'm the first person to tell you that. So while you raising your AK-47 talking about I want to shoot every blood and Crip in the face, I don't think that they all need to be shot in the face, Charleston. I'm just going to be honest with you. Just like you shot that man, you passed the gun to your man so he can shoot that white man and get that murder charge that you end up getting out of jail for, and he's still in prison, right? You did your years and got out and so-called reformed yourself. But when this internet came calling, you became a clout chaser. At this point, you're doing and saying any goofy thing for clicks and views. You've already told us your whole purpose is to get rich. I thought it was to save the kids. 3 years ago, I'm going to save the kids. Now I'm only on here to monetize myself. So you saying and doing anything. Let me get this straight. A woman, let me just see this. Let me read this, right? And I'm always going to defend black women. It is what it is. You can say whatever you want. I'm going to defend black women against whatever. You can say whatever. But this woman, she went to the University of Howard. Salute to Howard. She went to the University of California. She went to Hastings College, right? She's working in the DA's office, and contrary to popular belief, let me just stop the rumor. She didn't arrest thousands of dudes on the weed charge. She didn't lock up millions of guys on weed. It's not true. But see, it's irrelevant, because the simple fact of the matter is, we used to as a people, when someone went to school and raised themselves up through the mass, with the degree, through the masses of people, and became something so important, we praised them. Now it's, what is it now? I don't understand what's going on. We think Charleston White is it? So you want us to look and be and act like Charleston White, no shirt on? harassing people, telling people that their kids ain't shit, telling people they deserve to die, leaving in and out of strip clubs, almost getting his head blown off, right? This is how we want you to, we'd rather have a woman with a suit on trying to be the president. I need to understand what's going on with us black people. It's crazy right now. I'm just telling you some honest stuff. I don't understand the climate. We champion this goofball. I'm just going to be honest. This guy has nothing good to say about any woman, any black woman, no one, not one of them. They all bitches.
Hey, Mr. Charleston White.
Hey, how you doing?
Nothing, I'm just trolling.
Bitch, get off here. With them kids in the back, go cook something on Sunday. You got them babies in the background. You ain't got no beard on here with your eyes bucked and pretty like that, smiling, making me think I can fuck you. Yeah, don't do me like that, baby. Yeah. Way you were looking at me and then you say you were just trolling. Bitch, go on. Yeah, I thought we were finna go somewhere with this, but you just bullshit.
This who we following? This what's going on? This is what's good? When I was coming up, bro, we used to strive to present ourselves a certain way. It was all about your presentation. My mom would put me in a suit to go to a party. I got the pictures. I hated it. But my mom was like, you're not going to go looking crazy to this party. Threw my little green suit on me and we was on our way to the party. People have lost that sense of appearance. Charleston White makes us look ridiculous.
And black women are beautiful, and it's
they are. But if you start talking to them, they ugly. If you can find the most beautiful black girl, but when you talk to her, man, this bitch ugly in a motherfucker. She got some stinking thinking.
The worst broken English, repetitive, nonsense, stupid, very little input on very little knowledge of what he's talking about, and everything he says is mad niggerish and ignorant. The delivery's bad. Everything about it is goofy. I laugh at him because it's so freaking cringy. You have to laugh. Charleston White is everything wrong with our community on the line for the world to see. I don't know how we've let this go this far. I know how, because we don't care anymore what we look like. We don't care what we look like to them. We don't care what we look like to us. We don't care. We're going outside with pajamas and slides on anyway. Bonnets on our head. We looking wild as crazy anyway. We don't care no more anyway. So the simple fact of the matter is, somebody like Charleston White, the cartoonish, sad, ridiculous old man with no shirt on. One interview he's mad, one interview he's crying, one interview he's drunk. But we find this to be amazing and funny, and we watch it till it's like watching a car wreck. I don't understand how we're taking political advice from a guy who barely can complete a sentence. Right? I get it. The one-eye thing and the straight up don't give a fuck attitude. We seem to love that. We seem to think that entertainers are smart. We seem to think that people that can make us laugh are worthy of following. They're not. I'm just going to be honest with you, because we're following a guy like Charleston White down a hole that we cannot come back out of. If you thought the gangbangers was bad, wait till your kids start acting like Charleston White in places of public. Wait till that happens. I'm going to say this, and a lot of you guys know what Charleston White has been up to the past couple of years. I don't need to be the one to tell you. I don't need to be the one to tell you. Yes, it's funny. I still laugh. But this guy is wishing death on people's kids. He wished death on Matt Hoffa's kids. I can go on and on about the nonsense that this dude has said. But I don't need to. You already know that. I need us to understand that we are getting to a point we can't afford this buffoonery anymore. It's going too far. Literally, the things he said just on this video is so ridiculous that the people posting it should be asked, why are you posting this? He said if she's fucking a nigga, then she could probably be the president. Listen to this nigga. If she's fucking a nigga, then maybe she can be the president. In another video, he's like, if she don't pat her head like this, she not black enough.
Kamala Harris, she not a real black woman. And I just want to tell y'all, sister, this how I know she ain't no real black woman. I ain't never seen her do this. There ain't no black bitch if she ain't doing that. So we is not vote until we see her. She 2 years. She at least gotta be scratching her head like this for 2 years before she can get our vote.
This is the niggerish shit. And then you want to talk about sexy red, right? We endorse this stuff. This is who really, a lot of y'all think y'all really want to be like this. I think you wish you could say these things so you watch him say it and you laugh. And you encapsulate. No, this is not it. We can't devolve into this shit. This backwards, stupid. This is like a 14-year-old that got a microphone. I need us to dial it back. Of what we were trying to be was better than this. We were trying to be smart, intelligent, right? We wanted to be able to read legibly, write legibly. We wanted to be able to speak clearly. And I ain't saying you got to be the greatest speaker. I ain't the greatest speaker. But at the end of the day, I'm going to try to get my point across without sounding like a buffoon or a coon. I don't feel like Charleston White should be the face of blackness, telling people who to vote for and who not to vote for. We got to get back serious. Our race is in trouble. We're in real big trouble, bro. We in trouble. Charleston White he's not the one. He's not it. Now, what I'm not going to do is act like Charleston White does not say some real stuff, some very specific black related topics he does address. He does speak on our needs and our failures as a people, but in some cases it feels a little motivated by hatred of his own race, and it does feel like he's judging his race. He doesn't have many, if any, good things to say about his people. It's always negative. It always seems to be against what we're trying to do. And I feel like the attack on Kamala Harris is Trump motivated. I believe that he is really speaking out to garner support for Trump by slandering and smashing on her. I guarantee had this been the other way around and Trump put her on and saying that he wanted her to be the president, it would be all good. And he would be saying that it would be great to nominate and elect Kamala Harris for president if Trump was saying that it was a good idea. Let me know what you think in the comments. Charleston White, where we at with it? Is this what you want? Is this what you want? Does it just the entertainment is all you need out of life? You don't need a serious thinker, somebody that's going to say something smart sometimes? I don't find much of what Charleston's saying to be smart. I find that a lot of it to be hypocritical, a lot of it to be wishy-washy, because in the very next sentence, he'll say something to contradict what he just said 2 minutes ago. It is a fact. It is a fact. Some of the dumbest rhetoric you will ever hear is in a Charleston White interview. It's mad self-serving. It ain't for you and me, it's for him. He's that uncle that's sitting there drunk, making all kind of statements that he came back up and he won't back up. But I'm gonna leave it at this. Let me know what you think in the comments. CLBMG. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. Are we done with Charleston White or are we gonna keep this going? Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.